Darling, are you decent in there? I need to speak with you before you go to bed. Is that all right with you? Good. Forgive me for being too formal. This is just routine. I was raised to be traditional, even though we are going out with each other. I know you understand why I'm like this, but I always feel that it's necessary to apologize. I hope that this doesn't annoy you. Please let me know if it does. Now for the topic that I wish to present you with. Oh yes, it is a very serious and important topic. It is something that cannot wait until tomorrow. Alright, I shall tell you. The topic that I present to you tonight is you. Yes, you. You are the topic. Oh, no, 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 no. Not at all. You've done nothing wrong. Honestly, you have been the most sweet and innocent human I've ever laid eyes on, and that I've ever had the pleasure to be around for such a long, long time. You being the topic is not negative, not in the least bit. Instead, I wish to shower you with praise. Yes, I believe it is fitting for someone like you. As you are well aware of, I would never do this with anybody else. And in the millennia that I've been alive, I have never met anyone so adorable and beautiful and seductive as you. You have this natural gift where all I have to do is gaze upon you, and I wish to fall to my knees and serve you for all time. Are you really human, or are you something more? You keep telling me that you are, and yes, you do look human. But as the days go by, it becomes harder and harder to believe this. You have to understand. I've never met someone quite like you before. Gorgeous eyes, tender lips. If I had a beating heart still, you'd surely have mine beating hard. You are such a treat, in more ways than one. Oh, don't blush, darling. You know how delicious you are. I compliment you each time I'm done sucking. I'd love to go for some more now. But I think you've had quite enough for the day. I hope I didn't suck too hard this time. As you know, it is never my intention to take more than is needed. How is the mark? A little sore? Then a normal day then. Which brings me to my next thought about how amazing you are. I don't think that there are many humans out there that would willingly be with a vampire. In particular, one that looks like me. Now, a young, pretty thing. Maybe there would be a lot more people that would be interested. But I look like someone's mother. How could you even possibly like me? And then my big chest, too. I feel like it's always getting in the way. It makes it so difficult to hug you. I know the last thing that you want is to suffocate. Oh, darling, please tell me how you've become so accepting of me. Were you simply born as an angel? From what I've seen of your generation, a lot of them can be really interesting. A few hits, a lot of misses, so to speak. It is simply fate that we've met, and I thank whatever forces that be for bringing us together. I am so thankful to have someone to share my fortunes with. Living lifetimes really helps you amass riches, but money does not buy you happiness. Far from it. At least, not my happiness. I needed something special and unique, one of a kind. Though, who would have thought that it would come in such a cute, small form? Yeah, you might be tall for a human, but you're short for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. You are perfect. You are supreme. And you are mine. Oh, look at me. I came in here to praise you before you went to bed, and I've already lost the plot. Now I'm just gushing about how we met, and how I'm so thankful that we've met. Please forgive me. Let me get back on track. You are the closest thing that I will ever get to seeing true sunshine. You are a star. Being with you, it makes me feel like I'm alive again. It helps me remember what it was like to live all these years. Hundreds and hundreds of years. I've been on my own, not interacting with people unless absolutely necessary. And then you come out of nowhere, rescuing me from a life I didn't know that I even needed to be rescued from. Once I turned into a vampire, I didn't smile nor laugh, and the days just went by. I didn't look forward to anything. I would set goals hoping that it would make me feel something, any sense of joy, but it never came. I searched for something, anything, to make me feel happy. And then I gave up. I was sure that there would be nothing, ever, in all time, that would make me feel any joy. My days would be spent hiding from the light, and my nights would be spent trying to find something to eat. I did not expect for my final hunt to result in obtaining such a drop-dead gorgeous partner. But life has its ups and its downs, and things are finally looking up, and it's all thanks to you. You would think that our age gap would make us incompatible, and that's what I thought at first. But then, the more and more that we got to talk, I realized we were made for each other. Or at least, that's what I think. Maybe not quite literally, but a woman can dream. For a flawless being like you to accept a flawed being such as myself. Words cannot truly express how I truly feel to be chosen by someone as wonderful as you. Am I gushing too much again? A thousand apologies. Truly, I don't mean to do these things. It's just, once I have you in my mind, and I have you in my mind a lot, I really can't be stopped. I want to smother you in my love. These are the moments when I wish I could sleep with you. Alas, the dangers of the sun catching me are way too high. But I do not wish for you to sleep in the basement with me. You don't deserve that. I do not want to disrupt your human life more than I already have. Which is why I have a surprise for you. This has been a long time coming. You and I are going on a trip together. It will be a cruise. Have you ever been on one before? No? Well then, I'm glad to be able to do this with you. I have booked us for the biggest cabin possible. Included with this cabin, we will have our own personal waiter. So, if we want to, we can stay in the cabin for as long as we want, and the food will be brought to you. How does that make you feel, darling? I'm glad to make you happy. Really. Seeing the joy on your face, it just makes me... I love you. I could say I love you in all the languages that have ever existed, and it still wouldn't be enough. But I love you. Now please get some rest. This trip is happening sooner than you realize. Rest well, darling, and prepare. Good night, sweet dreams, and I'll see you in the morning. I will never grow tired of this. Not in 1,000 years. Well, 1,000 more.